Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever seen a car so small it makes a smart look smug? A van so boxy it resembles a garden shed with ambition? And a powertrain so humble it could be outpaced by a roller skating courier with a tailwind? Welcome to Spain's tiniest workhorse, the 1958 Biscúter 200i Furgoneta. It's not fast, it's not pretty, and it's not even symmetrical, but it is quite possibly the most lovable wooden crate ever to rattle down a cobblestone street. Before we crank the engine, or rather politely ask it to wake up, a big thank you to the wonderful sponsors of this channel. Your support keeps the wheels turning, the stories flowing, and the historical rabbit holes wonderfully deep. You help make sure we can keep exploring the cars that time tried to forget, but the internet now cherishes like lost puppies in metal form. So picture post-war Spain in the 1950s, an economy wrapped in austerity, ration books still warm from use, and infrastructure held together with rope and stubbornness. Out of this backdrop emerged the Biscuter, a name that sounds like a snack but was actually short for Biscuter. The concept came from legendary French designer Gabriel Voisin, who once built luxury cars and aircraft, but decided Europe needed something smaller, much smaller. Rejected in France, the design found a second life in Spain, thanks to a group of Catalan industrialists led by José María Marcet y Coll. They launched Autonacional SA in Barcelona and introduced the Biscuter at the 1953 Barcelona Trade Fair. The public reaction? A mix of awe and bewilderment. It was tiny, yes, but it was affordable, license-free, and, most importantly, mobile. For many Spaniards, it was their very first motor vehicle. The early models were Spartan, to say the least. No doors, no reverse gear, and no frills. If you wanted air conditioning, you opened your mouth. But by 1957, Autonacional realized that Spain's tradespeople needed something more practical. Enter the 200C Commercial, a mini estate car with a wood-trimmed body. And then came the real game-changer, the 200E Furgoneta, launched in 1958. The I stood for industrial, but it might as well have stood for ingenious. What they did was brilliantly simple. It took the front of a 200C, slapped a boxy wooden cargo bed on the back, and capped it with corrugated metal. Suddenly, Spain had its very own microvan. Nicknamed Furgoneta in Catalonia and Furgon in Madrid, it quickly became a favorite among small business owners who needed to move goods without selling their souls or their savings. Despite its toy-like proportions, the Furgoneta could carry about 250 kilograms, roughly the weight of 2 jamon iberico legs, and a sense of national pride. Its silhouette was instantly recognizable. Short nose, flat roof, and a cargo area that towered above the driver's cab like a rooster on stilts. Yes, it looked odd. Yes, it moved slowly. But it got the job done. Production of the 200i Furgoneta began in 1958 and ran until Biscúter's swan song in 1960. By then, Spain's economy was picking up steam, and competitors like the Seat 600, larger, faster, and only marginally more expensive, began pushing the humble Biscúter into obsolescence. Around 20,000 Biscúters were made in total, but only a fraction were the Furgoneta variant. Some estimates suggest just a few dozen were ever built, making it one of the rarest Spanish vehicles of the decade. Let's take a peek beneath the corrugated lid. The Biscúter 200i Furgoneta was powered by a 197cc Hispano-Villiers single-cylinder two-stroke engine producing about 9 horsepower at 4,800 revolutions per minute. Think of it as 1 step above a moped and 2 steps below a lawn tractor in a hurry. The engine was air-cooled, with an oversized cylinder head acting as a makeshift radiator. Fueling came via a simple carburetor, nothing exotic, and like most two-strokes, it ran on a fuel oil cocktail that left a signature scent wherever it went. The engine sat up front and, in true Biscúter fashion, drove the right front wheel via a chain. No differential drama, just simplicity. The 200i used a 3-speed manual with a conventional reverse gear. Gear ratios allowed for modest performance, with a top speed around 40 miles per hour, 65 kilometers per hour, which was fine unless you were trying to outrun a breeze. The Furgoneta sat on a simple platform chassis with a metal front body and a truck box of wood capped with corrugated steel. The rear box was taller and wider than the cab, giving it a distinctive and slightly top-heavy profile. Despite its odd proportions, the vehicle weighed just 705 pounds, about 320 kilograms, making it one of the lightest delivery vans ever built. Some claimed you could pivot it in place by lifting the rear end, useful in tight alleys or impressing your friends at rural festivals. Dimensionally, the van stretched 9 feet 8 inches, 2.95 meters, long, 4 feet, 1.2 meters wide, and 5 feet, 152 meters tall. Its compact size made it ideal for navigating narrow village streets and slipping through post-war traffic jams like a motorized sardine. Suspension was independent at all 4 corners with coil springs and telescopic tubes paired with rack and pinion steering. This setup gave it decent ride comfort, even on rough roads. However, its short wheelbase and high center of gravity made spirited cornering unwise. Drivers were encouraged to corner like grandmothers carrying soup, slowly and steadily. Brakes were basic but functional. While early Biscooters used a 3-point braking system with 1 drum on the transmission and 2 on the rear wheels, later models, including the Furgoneta, were upgraded to 4-wheel drum brakes. They worked fine at low speeds but weren't exactly confidence-inspiring with a full cargo of ceramic tiles or chorizo. The van rolled on 8-inch steel wheels fitted with 4.0 by 8 tires, the same size you'd find on a child's wagon. These tiny donuts contributed to its low loading height and quirky stance, but also limited ground clearance. A spare was included, which was just as well, since hitting a pothole could feel like a minor earthquake. In terms of performance, the 200i Furgoneta was modest but dependable. Empty, it could cruise at 60 to 65 kilometers per hour. Fully loaded, it climbed hills with the enthusiasm of a post-siesta nap. Fuel economy was advertised at an optimistic 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers, 52 miles per gallon, but real-world figures hovered around 8 to 9 liters per 100 kilometers, 25 to 30 miles per gallon, especially when the engine was asked to do anything ambitious, like move. What truly set the Biscúter apart was its elegant minimalism. Rack and pinion steering gave it precision. A lightweight body made it nimble, and its simplicity meant it could be repaired with a wrench, some string, and the right level of determination. In a country rebuilding itself, that mattered more than style or speed. Compared to other small vans of the 1950s, the Furgoneta was truly miniature. The Citroën 2CV Fourgonette was longer, more sophisticated, and had doors that didn't rattle like wind chimes in a hurricane. But the Biscúter beat it in one critical area: price. But 1960 was a turning point. Spain's economy began to open up, and vehicles like the Seat 600 made microcars look passé. The Biscúter, once king of the alleyways, was suddenly the oddball uncle at the wedding. Production stopped, and the Furgoneta, despite its practicality and spirit, disappeared from the roads. A few lucky ones found their way into private collections, where they now sit quietly beside Lambrettas, Isettas, and other pint-sized marvels of European ingenuity. Speaking of collections, what does one cost today? Well, back in 1959, a Biscúter cost about 25,000 Spanish pesetas. That sounds like lunch money, until you consider it was roughly 1 year of wages for the average worker. Today, that translates to around 3,300 euros, or $3,500, adjusted for inflation. The Furgoneta version likely cost a bit more given the extra woodwork and cargo volume, but it remained affordable for the working class. Now fast forward to the collector's market. In 2013, a rare and mostly original Biscúter 200i Furgoneta was sold by the Bruce Weiner Microcar Museum at RM Auctions for a tidy $21,850. Not bad for what is essentially a plywood delivery box with a motor. That same example reappeared in 2019 at RM Sotheby's Fort Lauderdale and sold for just $4,675, possibly due to lower bidder enthusiasm or perhaps a change in taste. Or maybe someone parked a Messerschmitt KR200 next to it and the contrast made everyone dizzy. But more than its value in euros or dollars, the Biscúter 200i Furgoneta represents something intangible: the resourcefulness of a country getting back on its feet. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't fast, and it definitely wasn't comfortable, but it was honest. It hauled bread, flowers, tools, and maybe even dreams. It was the smallest big-hearted van you could buy, and it never pretended to be more than it was. If this quirky little van warmed your heart or tickled your curiosity, be sure to subscribe for more bite-sized legends from the golden age of motoring. And remember, just because something's small, strange, and slow doesn't mean it didn't carry the weight of a nation, or at least a few crates of onions.